Hello friends, and welcome back to the horror section. This is just a quick pickups video, just showing a few movies I picked up since my last video. And here we go. Starting off with Kim Basinger and Brad Pitt in Cool World. Kind of a odd movie, I don't know. I don't remember if I've watched this or not. If I did, it's been a little while. I believe this one's out of print, but I'm not really for sure. But I just thought it was kind of cool. I haven't seen this in a long time, so I figured I'd pick it up. Pretty neat. So that's Cool World with Brad Pitt. Next is a 8 movie horror classics with this is a really good one right here. Silent Night, Bloody Night, and Snow Beast is pretty good. Just a bunch of oddball movies you can see here on the back. It's actually hard as crap though. Let's see here. There's Night Train to Terror. And I cannot read none of these. The Devil's Nightmare. Moon of the Wolf. Snow Beast. Kill Baby Kill, which is very good. Silent Night, Bloody Night. Scared to Death, and Good Against Evil. So some pretty good decent little movies there for just a little cheap pack. I like Kill Baby Kill. It's a pretty decent one. And like I said, Silent Night, Bloody Night's a pretty good one. That's like one of the first slasher movies. I believe this was made in 1972 was when it was made. And Snow Beast is a pretty good kind of like a Bigfoot out in the snow attacks these skiers at a ski lodge. It's a pretty good movie. It's kind of a cheesy, kind of a fun, cheesy movie. I like it, though. I picked up the newer Fog, which I didn't mind this one too bad. I really liked the one in the 80s, but I didn't think this one was, like, awful or nothing. It's not the best in the world, but I didn't mind it too bad. It's a pretty decent movie, I guess. Not the best in the world. The Fog. And then I Know What You Did Last Summer, the trilogy. And I don't mind these movies too bad, especially the first two. The third one's okay. I kind of like them pretty good. I think the third one, it's like the first two I think are actually killers, and this one's like people believe the myth so much that it actually it's like a ghost or something. It's the myth actually coming alive and killing people. They're kind of fun little movies. They're not too bad. They're not the best in the world, but I don't mind them. I Know What You Did Last Summer, the trilogy. I found the Lost Boys 3-pack and Queen of the Damned, which the first one's really good, and then the other, I don't even know if I've watched the other two, and then Queen of the Damned isn't like too bad. It's a pretty decent movie. Like I said, this one's real good. I don't even know if I've watched these. If I did, it wasn't very much. So that's the Lost Boys. I guess you could call four film favorites. Vampires. Of course, it's got Queen of the Damned on there with the other 3 Lost Boys. Cool. And I found a One Step Beyond, which I think I've got the. This is the first season. I used to have all of these on. I might still do. Have them on like a big box set that didn't cost much, but I found this one, so I thought I'd grab it. Thought it's kind of these are pretty cool little. These are pretty cool, you know, not too bad. They're pretty fun little movies. Usually they're kind of like a real life, I believe, that, you know, stuff happens or whatever. One Step Beyond. And speaking of Silent Night, Bloody Night, here it is. Like I said, 1972 was when this was, 1973, but I guess when it was released, but I think 72 is when it's actually made. It's a pretty cool little slasher. It's got somebody calling on the phone and talking to the people, and that's before Black Christmas, and it kind of centers around Christmas time. You can't really, I mean, there isn't that much about Christmas. You just kind of know it's Christmas. They sing like the one guy sings a little bit of a hymn on the while he's playing the piano and stuff, and you kind of know it's Christmas, but there's no big gigantic, you know, You see people unwrapping gifts and all this stuff. You know, there's not that much to it about the Christmas. But, I mean, you can tell. It's a pretty fun little movie. Silent Night, Bloody Night. Like I said, you can pretty much get this on any kind of pack. Just like I showed you in that one, you can get it like on those 50 packs. Or sometimes you can get it when you get 20 movies. They'll throw this one in. It's just a real kind of good budget movie. But it's actually pretty good. So that's Silent Night, Bloody Night. Oh yeah, here we go, Mr. Dolph Lundgren Showdown in Little Tokyo with Brandon Lee. This is a pretty fun little action movie. It's kind of like, you know, he's the Brandon Lee's the kind of goof off kind of partner, and then of course Dolph's the more I guess you could say he's more into the zen and being, you know, he knows a lot of the karate stuff and, you know, more straightforward and stuff. But they make a good team on here. They're just kind of a real fun movie or whatever. Real exciting, real cool action movie. That Showdown in Little Tokyo. And here's Without a Clue. This is I like Sherlock Holmes movies, and this one is like a weird Sherlock Holmes. It's like Sherlock Holmes is a knucklehead and Watson is the smart one in this movie. Like Sherlock Holmes don't even know what he's doing, and Watson kind of just acts like he doesn't know what he's doing and makes Sherlock look good or whatever in the movie. But it's a pretty fun little movie. It's like Sherlock's kind of lost without Watson, and then Watson gets a little frustrated with him, and he like disappears like a little bit. And then Sherlock's trying to figure out how to find him and all this, and he don't really know how to do anything. It's an interesting movie. It's a pretty good one. Without a Clue. And Animal here. This is from the Chiller Films. I guess the Chiller Channel or something. I remember them having a few movies on that channel. I don't even know if that channel's around anymore. It might still be. And this is a Shout Factory one. And this is actually a pretty good creature feature. I think it's like these friends go camping or something in this cabin or something, and there's these weird looking monster looking things out there, and they come after them and stuff. It's a pretty fun little creature feature movie. Not too bad. It's Feeding Time, Animal. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. It's not the best in the world, but for a newer movie, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool. Usually the newer creature features aren't very good, but I really like this one. And last but not least, Matthew Fox and Haunted. This was like a TV series that only had like 8 episodes. I guess they canceled it. It's pretty much he dies or something, and they bring him back. But when they bring him back, he kind of can talk to spirits, and spirits can come out through him and stuff, and he has to try to stop all of them. It's a pretty fun little show. I mean, it doesn't end right because like they only made 8 episodes, so they didn't actually end it right. But you know, it's a pretty fun little show. Like like I said, this one guy's always after him, this one kind of spirit, and these other spirits are coming through, and he can kind of talk to the dead and figure out what's going on with these different crimes and stuff. And some of them are like supernatural stuff, and then some of them are just normal, like a homicide, and he's got to figure out who the killer is, but the spirits kind of help him, and he does different things with the spirits. So it's a pretty good little show. I wish it would have stayed on a little longer. It was pretty good. Most of the shows that I like this one, they cancel them because they suck, you know. And it's like I actually liked them, but nobody else did. But like I said, I think this is out on Blu-ray now. But Matthew Fox and the Haunted, it's a pretty fun little. I think he's got 6 or 8 episodes. It's not got a lot. Oh, it's actually got 11 episodes. So I was wrong. It's got 11 episodes. It's a pretty decent little show, but like I said, it didn't last very long. So that'll be it for my latest pickups video. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks, and see you next video.